Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. I got you.
Off the play fake. Hood. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
60 Mike, bring it, bring it.
Off play action. Hood. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Watch the shit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. With the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Who can run, you've got to give them a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. Finding some room at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. No problem there on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Packers! In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Boys, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
19 Lions. 60 Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Mike.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
60 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hood shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the gun, Hood. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A pass there over the middle to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup there. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Check 26, check 26, 25, check 25, check 25. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Off the play fake. Hood. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Yeah, that's how we do, D. 60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hood. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
60 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hood. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to go up top again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 miles, 60 miles, 60 miles.
Back to throw. Hood. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 83 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And bulldozing his way through. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. he's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Flush to his right. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Steps away. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Right back to him on 1st down. And some room to work. The 20. He's still barreling through. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
60, Mike, 60, Mike, 60. 19 tight.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Wiggles free. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 24. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the one. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Room past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hood. This is the tight end Fant. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hood finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun. Hood. Toward the pylon. Caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 34. 219 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Off the play fake. Hood. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Still shedding tackles. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw. Hood. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Flush to his right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. And now here's a carry heading left. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. They'll set up to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not